Good morning. Welcome to our first day of BOARDom Busters. So this is just a summary of what we looked at in our Zoom meeting with families this morning for people that weren't able to make it. And we're just going to talk a little bit about what BOARDom Busters is and also tell you about Games at Heart and most importantly show you how to play Hey That's My Fish. So Games at Heart was a shop on York Road in Hartlepool. We don't have a shop anymore, unfortunately, due to the pandemic. We're hoping to reopen in summer, but in the meantime, we're doing a lot of work with schools as they come out of lockdown. And one of the things that we're running is this holiday club, which is thanks to money from Hartlepool Borough Council. So every day you will receive a new game. Well, sorry, 3 of the 4 game days you'll receive a new game. Each game has some sneaky maths in it, but we've mainly picked them because they're fun. And this one is called Hey That's My Fish for people who love penguins. It's a strategy game. It's not a million miles away from something like drafts and chess. The basics are really simple. You put penguins on your board that are made up of little hex tiles that you make up yourself. You move the penguin in a straight line and you take the tile that it's moved off. And the fish on that iceberg, fish on that tile, give you points. There's a couple more rules to it, but I have Rebecca here with me and we're going to have a quick 2-player game. So you should be able to see how it works. So here we go. So we've set up our board. We have rows of 8 and 7 hexes, which is how the rules tell us to do it, but actually you could set up your board however you like. It doesn't have to look like this every time. The rules also say the youngest person goes first. So because it's a 2-player game, Rebecca and I each have 4 penguins. If it was a 3-player game, we would each have 3 penguins. If it was a 4-player game, we'd each have 2 penguins, but because it's 2-player, we have 4. Rebecca is going to begin by placing a penguin on a tile that has 1 fish. Oh, she's going right over to my side. I'm going to put 1 in the middle, and then she's going to keep placing hers, and I'll keep placing mine. She keeps placing hers. I'll keep placing mine. There we go, and we'll go a bit like that as well. And now Rebecca gets to take the first proper turn. So she's going to move her blue penguin, and she takes that tile because she's moved off it. I'm going to move all the way down here like this in one big straight line, and I take that 1 fish tile. Now Rebecca will take her turn. She picks a penguin, she moves it, she takes the tile that it was on. So Rebecca's already going for the big number 3 tiles. That's a good strategy for her. I'm going to move this penguin down here. I'm just going to move it just 1 to take that tile. And Rebecca's going to have her turn. Okay, and so now I'm going to move this penguin here this way. Now, penguins cannot jump over other penguins. So he can't move any further than this tile, even if he wanted to. But it has 3 fish in it, so that's a good one to move to. I take this tile, and now you might see that we have this penguin of Rebecca's is all alone. Nobody else can possibly touch it because there is a gap all the way around it. So she gets to claim that tile automatically, but she loses her penguin. Her penguin's full up, but it's swam off home. So that penguin is out of the game. So she's now only has 3 penguins, but I have 4. And we just keep doing that until we either run out of penguins or we run out of tiles. So that is, Hey That's My Fish. There isn't really that much more to it. You move your penguin, you make sure you don't jump over another penguin, you make sure it only moves in a straight line, but otherwise you're just trying to collect fish to get the most points. This game takes about 20 minutes, we find. If you think that's a little bit too long, maybe you don't have that long, just before bedtime or before food, or it's just a little bit too long for some people to concentrate, that's fine. just take out some of the tiles, perhaps only use 40, and then you'll find that it's done in 10 to 15 minutes. If you find that adults are always winning, we don't think that adults shouldn't play to win. We think it's even more fun, even for the kids, if adults are trying really hard to win. But if you find that adults are winning a little bit too much, you could introduce a rule that says that only children can collect the 3 fish tiles, or maybe the youngest child can only collect the 3 fish tiles. So that's it for Hey, That's My Fish. We will be on Facebook all day until about 3:30 today. And then we'll be on again tomorrow if you have any questions or if anything doesn't make sense to you. We have a list of activities that came with your pack that you could do today. We do put them to show you how they could be set in a kind of how you could fit them into the day. And you might find that's helpful. If that isn't helpful to you, don't worry. Just do the bits that you want to do or that you're able to do today. And then maybe see us again at 3:30 this afternoon, and we will see how the day's gone. But thank you very much for being with us. We would love to keep in touch with you. It's a shame that we can't do this face-to-face. So the best that we've got is to be able to share our experiences together on social media. So if you have a Facebook, look out for our group. It's called BOARDom Busters at Gamers at Heart. Or you can tag us in Twitter and Instagram. We'd love to see how you're doing. We'd also love to see how you're doing so that we can show the council that their money has been well spent. So thank you all very much, and we look forward to seeing you this afternoon.